Hi everyone, welcome back to Style Class. Today we're talking about the pieces we love and most importantly, why we love them. So you've had this happen before. Maybe you're scrolling, maybe you land on a page and you see something you love. You add it to cart, then you look at the size chart, then you look at the wish list, you play around with it, you leave the tab open. Then maybe you come back to it, you tell your partner, or maybe it's a store. You walk by the store, you see something in the window, it catches your eye, you go in, you touch it, you feel it, you say, you know what, I'm gonna circle back. 2 minutes later, you circle the block because you're like, I can't get enough of this. And it's really about the why, the context. It's not a bad thing when you have interest in something or hesitate on something. It's really about information, and it really takes using your style instincts to really hone in to that. So today I'm with Sloan. We talk about Sloan's age, but I want to talk about where she is in life. She's in a very experimental stage of her life. You're a Southerner that lives in New York now. You're on a college campus far off, and now you live in an urban city. So tell me, how long have you been in New York?
I just hit 2 years in September.
Okay, and so hip hip hooray for that.
Yes.
So, and what does that feel like in opposition to where you grew up?
It is literally night and day. I was recently home for my big sister's wedding, and I'm from San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
Being there, I was walking or doing something. There was no traffic on the streets. It was 10 a.m. There was not a car in sight. It is so much slower paced, and not as, wearing heels with jeans is frowned upon there. Like it's nice being somewhere here, working in fashion and being so immersed in the culture of New York and how quick it is and
Mm-hmm.
how exactly experimental it is.
Mm-hmm.
So it is literally night and day.
So tell me, so Sloan just said wearing heels with jeans would be a no-no. Tell me, what is it to? To what?
It is too dressed up.
So often when we see something, it's too dressed up or too casual, too masculine or too feminine. And when those twos come in, this is really where you use your antonyms, which is a CP principle. Just flip it on its head.
Mhm.
So right now you're wearing heels with jeans.
Mhm.
You're in the big city,
Mhm.
but you're also wearing it with a sweater. Can you tell me what this feels like in your new life here?
Yeah, so I own this, and I don't own these jeans, but I have about 15
Sure.
iterations of similar pairs. This feels like me. Like this is kind of, I'm throwing this on, I'm going to the office.
Mhm.
It's probably a more casual day. Maybe I don't have meetings, maybe we don't have any style class, it's just a regular day.
Mhm.
But to kind of feel like just a little bit elevated, and it's almost like at 24 in an office, like you kind of want to make your presence known.
Mhm.
So just even changing out for a heel, and this is the Milburn, but I think the Christopher would be nice here too because of that lower heel.
Mhm.
It almost reads a little bit more approachable.
Mhm.
I don't know, it just elevates it in the right way. I think if personally for me, if I was wearing a sneaker or a flat, I think I might just feel a bit too casual. I think a Harry could potentially work.
Well, I was going to say why this works for you. It seems, because I see you and you wear a heel daily, and so that does add to your presence in the office, I've noticed. But if she were to wear a sneaker or a Harry here, it would read chill, 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 right?
Right.
So you're giving it something that's a little, everything is CMC,
Yes.
but this is casual, it's washed out. So you're giving a little bit of refinement with this leather
Yeah.
sole. So Sloan is here, Amy is out. Amy has told everyone, so it's not a surprise. She had a emergency appendectomy. We wish you well. We cannot wait for you to come back, but take your time. So Sloan and I are going to kind of jazz through a lot of different outfits to show you options to kind of combat those whys of you're too much this or too little of that. So you've shown us this. Can you pop on a blazer for me?
Yes.
Okay, so I was just showing this just now, and I know there's some of you that have reached out and said, I really love the Gabe. I like plaid, but sometimes plaid makes me feel a little, I feel like not the brawny man, but someone that's more lumberjack feeling. And so I paired our plaid shirt back. I actually pinned it. I like to pin it and make it into a turtleneck. It's really not a turtleneck, but it gives me coverage if I don't want a collared feel. And I'm wearing it under something. So this gives me, if I were to put my collar down, which is fine too. It's cute, right? But it's a different feeling. And I didn't want to feel as preppy. So it was a little too preppy with the collar down for me. So I wanted it closed. Maybe it was a little too masculine. And it's not masculine at all, but maybe it felt too masculine for me. So I paired it back to a pleated skirt. So again, I'm just flipping things on their head and making them into what I need for my context. Okay. So Sloan's back. So we took the same jean, and for those that are like, you know what, I don't need a new jean, and you said you have a lot in the silhouette, but you don't have one that's washed down,
No.
that's slim, and that also has 3 buttonholes at the back so you can make it higher or lower, right?
Right.
And so you're wearing this to the holiday blazer. Someone could look at this and say, this is too dressy for my lifestyle. Is it too dressy for your lifestyle? It's textural. So we're looking at it as a black blazer. We're also looking at it as a silhouette, and then we look at it. Can you go a little closer and show them?
Yeah, so I think you can't, I don't know if it'll read on camera, but it's almost like super, super subtle pinstriping.
So the pinstriping also includes a slub, which gives it a little raise. It's very interesting and modern. It looks like it's torn. It's not. Don't write our customer care and ask them.
Yeah, it's not
ripped.
Millie.
And can you just pivot for me? I'm just going to pop this up for you. So Sloan is wearing this. It's double-breasted. It's probably akin to the Dennis. This is sheer at the back, and this is actually organza. So turn so they can see. You can see with Sloan, you can see her bra a little bit, but it really kind of acts like it's just an inset. And she's wearing it. Come a little closer to. So this is a jean where I said maybe Sloan has something like it, but then she has the option to wear this lower. There's 1, 2, 3, or she could wear it. Sorry, I don't want to give you a bite, but she could. I know, but she could also pull this a little higher and cinch it, right?
Yeah.
So she's taken that same casual jean that maybe if you wore this to San Antonio, right? What is the shoe that you will wear?
Definitely something flatter. The thing is while it would, like, I would walk into a restaurant and probably be the most overdressed person there, I don't necessarily hate that. I think it kind of just speaks to the life that I live now, being in New York and working in fashion.
Right, but maybe this is date night in Antonio with a blazer. Maybe, you know, other people have date night shirts.
Right.
That's your vibe. But this jean is going to take you from dressed up to dressed down. I would love to see you pop something on with the blazer to show me how you do it for a holiday party.
Yeah.
And so I showed you guys earlier, I actually let this fall by mistake, but I don't mind that it took something that felt a little bit more precious with my outfit and made it a little bit more casual. So maybe I felt a little too, you know, if I feel too covered, I pushed my sleeve up under this. I pushed it here because I felt a little too covered. I wanted to see some skin. Or too refined, I want to leave out the bottom. Since Amy's not here, you guys love, and I also love doing things on screen, but I wanted to show you that I put the skirt over it. I love the little Russian doll moment. And so same outfit, not a skirt. Now I'm going to pick up my daughter from school. I'm also maybe going to a PTA meeting. Maybe I'm going to the museum with friends. And so instead of me wearing a sweater, which would have been a natural thing that I would gravitate to, I'm wearing this wool Angora fleece, double fleece, as my sweater, as my sweatshirt. Now, if I had on a sweatshirt, which I love our sweatshirts that have the slit in the sleeve, the cocoon back, this is a more elevated version of that for me. And so then when I take this off, I could also roll the sleeve up or tuck this in. So you have lots of options for anything that you're wearing, and you can always flip it on its head.
Okay, so for this, I'm like seeing the vision. I feel like I have one too many things between the ribbon and then legs and the organza. I think if I was gonna wear this to a holiday party, which I absolutely would, I would go for maybe more of like a Liam or even the recycled tropical wool tie back, just so it's a little bit more subtle. But this still, like, this feels, I mean, you know, this is now way number 2 of wearing this blazer in 2 completely different settings.
So what I don't mind, I see what you're saying. What I kind of was craving here, I saw skin at the neck, and I wanted to really take it and cover you up here, so I really see the focus as your legs.
Yeah.
I know coming from the back, you feel like you have 2 different textures. We talk about nylon or texture on texture, but for people that only wear black or darker shades, this is your ton, right? So maybe this isn't for you. You said it feels like too much.
Yeah.
So immediately I wanted to figure out how can I make this less. So I covered you up there.
Yeah.
And maybe this is where you have a tank on, or maybe you have on, you know what it is? A more opaque tight. So what it is for me, I'm a little distracted because this is a sheer tight. So a solution for that would be to wear an opaque tight so you just see one line of different textures of black.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let's try something else.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So you're still with us. You see where we're going. There is nothing that's out of your reach, even though you could say what you just saw Sloan say, like, I think this is a little too this. So the opposite of that, just flip it on its head. I wondered just now, I was like, I wonder if someone would feel like, oh, this is too warm for me. This might be too warm for someone that lives in a warm climate. So maybe that's the only time where you personally would say, I don't need that. For instance, a client came into the store yesterday. I just realized my collar's still popped, so there's that. But a client came into the store and said, I am moving to Southeast Asia. I don't want sweaters. I don't want anything that doesn't breathe, that I can't wear in the rain. This is not for you. You should bypass this product for sure. But outside of those parameters, you have a lot of range here. I didn't show you when I had my skirt on, but if I were to go to an event, while this is something that seems casual now because the shirt is out, and I'm giving you a lot of things, right? I'm like I kind of like that I have a lot. I'm wearing the Kuda boot here, and this is the same zipper track pant that we introduced into Fundamentals, which we also have in cream. If I were to wear the wool Angora top in black, I'd probably wear the cream bottom with it by itself, and that would be a holiday outfit for me if I put on an earring, right? So for me, when I wear a red lip, which is something I'm just like coming back to myself, I usually don't wear an earring with it because I feel like this is adorning my face in a way that feels like it's too much to add another thing. So here I wouldn't, but if I didn't have on a red lip, a neutral lip, I probably would do an earring. All right, so Sloane's that. Okay, so now you're wearing the wool gauze pant, and this is actually the triple pleat pant, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And
Stella.
The Stella or the triple pleat? Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Well, that's the good thing. So the Stella, I know for us, does sit a little lower. The triple
Mm-hmm.
pleat pant does sit a little higher.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, this also has the cargo pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the cargo pocket and our crispy nylon, and we also have it here. And I really think it gives a sportiness to it.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, this really drapey fabric would be
Right.
ultra kind of femme.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is holiday, but this is holiday worn now. If you have one of your same tights,
Yes, same tights. Probably would put on the gray sandal. I just didn't change so you weren't out here too long by yourself since it's just the two of us today. But this is, I think, what feels like the most me in terms of holiday dressing. I feel elevated. I feel, dressy for holiday, but I don't feel too dressed up, if you will. Like, this feels very well within my comfort zone. The Stellas or triple pleat are my favorite pant silhouette that we have. I have tropical wool denim. I have
tell us why.
relaxed. I love the fit of like I like that it gives me some drape, and there's it's not casual is not the right word for it, but I don't know, I guess it's relaxed, I guess I would say.
It's relaxed, but it's elevated.
Yes, it's relaxed, and especially dependent on the fabrication that you get. Like, I live in my tropical wool Stellas, and I have these on the way.
Okay, well, good to know. So with Sloane wearing this back to our cashmere sweater, for someone that's saying this pant, maybe for you, someone said it to me in my DMs, this is too sheer for me. So as you can see, the contrast of Sloane's skin, you cannot see because you can see slightly because she has on this sheer tight. You can also wear a solid opaque tight. You could wear a nude tight. You could wear commandos, whatever it is. That is not a pain point for most. And also she's wearing it with a longer shirt. Can you pull your shirt up for me? She's wearing it with a longer sweater, but even here, you could wear it with a thinner or top cap. Actually, can you put on the turtleneck? Because this is Sloane wearing this for holiday for her, which some people, holiday might mean like festive, bright sequins, but holiday can also mean, cozy and at home with your family near the fireplace and having wonderful dinners and togetherness. I'm super emo. Can you bring me that red sweater, please? I flipped that on its head because I know what people have told me that they were fearful of with the sheer gauze, and I don't think that really applies because you can really work yourself around that. I asked for this red sweater for the person that's like, you know what, red is a little too outside of my wheelhouse. And so the way to really play with color is to use color as a tool with other colors. So if I were to wear this against black, as you can see, this is a super high contrast. If I were to pair this, to me, white and ring 2 white and ring 4 brights to me they play at the same level. They're high contrast. And so that's not something that I prefer. But if I were to wear this back to a burgundy tone pant or a brown pant, maybe even a dark stone, this would energize that dark stone, ring 3, but it would, and dark stone would ground it. Okay, so, can I see?
Yes.
So here, now for someone that's going to an event, and this monochrome look for her is really, it elevates it. It's still in a casual way. This is a heather gray. This is the catch.
The featherweight cashmere.
Yeah, feather. Can you go closer and show them?
It's ribbed, featherweight ribbed.
So I think this is a 3x3 knit, but it really holds to the body and it's true to size. And so when people say everything's oversized, it's not really oversized. When you see things on the model and also on Sloan, this is how it's going to fit on you. So if I took this in size extra, I keep touching you.
No, that's okay.
I'm like petting you. If I took this in size extra large, it's going to sit close to my body because the fit intention here is for it to sit close. This pant is intended to sit low on the body, but you've elevated this from wearing around the house, and I could even do a blazer. Do you have the belted back blazer for me? So yeah, go ahead.
And I love this. Like this feels, I mean, just on a fabric basis, like both of these materials feel so good. Like I almost feel like I could sleep in this.
Mm-hmm.
But I think maybe it's the monochrome, but it still does feel elevated. Like I feel I could wear this to my family Thanksgiving, and I'm gonna feel comfortable to eat 10 portions. But I also feel like I still feel refined, and I feel like I could go somewhere after, or you know.
Yeah. If you went out with friends, I think this would be fine for dinner. If you were going to a conference, if that were your business, you would do that. And if you were someone that said, you know what, I don't really love for my pants to sit lower, then I mean,
options.
But you know, Tracy would probably punch me in the arm if she saw this because we've changed the true fit, and this becomes a more serious pant when you wear it higher, but you have that option. So getting it in a size, your true size, you can belt it and raise it higher or wear it lower.
Yeah.
I want to throw this blazer on for you. So now you've gone from the holidays with your family to now maybe you're going to an event. And so this is not the same jacket. Yes, just now you're wearing the slub and the double breasted. And this is the tropical wool with the belted back.
Yeah, from fall.
And so pairing this back to you, it's very rich, but it's not mature, right? Gray can be a little, like Amy says, Cuccinelli vibe.
I love gray, but yeah, I do think the black is kind of like a nice break from that. I wouldn't be wearing black shoes. I think I would have a gray sandal on. But yeah, this feels refined. I think I would wear this to work, but last time I said that, everyone had a lot to say about that. I work in fashion.
Well, not even that. I think it's your personality. Even if you didn't work in fashion salon,
yeah,
you would show up with a heel with some type of jean.
Yes.
Or that's your modifier. That's your style. Right. So, and it doesn't matter. I'm curious now, and this isn't your size, but for someone that's like, I'm curious how red would work with gray. Now, this is a really soft red. It has blue undertones. And granted, I doubt that you would wear it with a turtleneck unless it was a praise ski. But this is still a way that you could probably style this. Can you do a little front tuck? And even though this is a larger size, if you push your sleeve up, it's still kind of slouchy.
And I, like, yes, minus the turtleneck, I still think that these pair really nicely back together. I think it's because the grays in here kind of bring out, like, almost like an ashy blue, and then this with the cool undertone, like, it does feel, it feels punchy, which I like.
Yeah, I'm just wanting to see what that is. I bet. I know.
It's the turtleneck that's getting to us.
Show us something else.
Okay.
I'm gonna pop up and I'm gonna take this off, actually, and you can leave that with Natalie, the sweatshirt. So yeah, again, multiple ways to wear things that we're really loving for holiday now and into the holidays and beyond the holidays. Because when we talk about cost per wear, which you know I love, it's not about one and done. A lot of you come to us and you are in a stage of life that is either very transitional. When I started here at Tibby, I was maybe 8 months postpartum. I really relied on the fundamentals because I needed to feel grounded in a very new and busy and, just transformative stage of life. And so fundamentals really did take me there, and they take me everywhere I need to go. And now I'm feeling a little bit more playful, so I inject pieces that are from main collection. I do things like add a red lip because it's really about your personal journey, but I'm still the same person. So there's a through line here. Can I have that? Thank you. And can you also bring the rack out? I want to talk about some of the fundamentals that can ground some of these pieces from holiday. I really, really am smitten with this. And I just use smitten like I'm my grandma, but I think I'm just shocked at how easy and comfortable this feels and warm without bulk, right? So having this double-faced wool Angora, it's going to take me really far. So yeah, mark this down as one of Couture's faves. All right, I'm going to put this over here. can you talk about these pants? I'm kind of jumping around a bit, and then I'll be right back.
Yep.
Sweet.
Okay, so these are the Eco Nylon Colt trouser, I believe. This is my first time trying them on, and I'm actually very pleasantly surprised. The fit of them feels great. They feel very true to size, but they also, I don't know, they're kind of a similar body type to the Calder sweat pant. And this kind of nylon, this Eco Nylon, reads a bit more refined in comparison to something like a crispy nylon or the shiny nylon. But so I've just paired this back with the washable cashmere Easy Tee, and this is in the light gray. And then I still have the tights and the sandals on. I think if I was wearing this right now, I would definitely want to layer something over it. It does have the coordinating blazer and the track jacket. And I personally love like a full coordinated look. But I do think that this is nice again, like it feels refined and kind of elevated for, you know, this pant can take you to a holiday event. This can take you to work. This can take you, I think you could really chill this out as well. And this can be a running errand pant. So.
Can I see it tucked in?
These are, do you have these?
No, I don't. They're really good.
They're really good.
No, so we had this in something similar in the Rohan, and then we had the Cavalier Twill.
Yes.
So it's like that rider pant with all the seaming, and I really like that you're getting this barreled, and I hate the term barrel now. I feel like it's played out,
It's
but like
sculpted
this sculpted shape, and then you get so much top stitching. So this can be like, it's not Patagonia and it's not Ella Beam, but the vibes of it just has so much utility here. I'm really loving the shine in brown because we've seen shine in white, we've seen shine in navy, we've done shine and we do nylon really well, but this is really fresh.
Yeah, and it also, like, it's substantial. Like, there is, it's not heavy, but there is, like, a weight to these pants,
there's
like.
definitely a weight, and those are waterproof. Not that you should be, like, running around in the rain, but
They're like Cassia Stroll proof.
Yeah, oh God. Can I see the zebra belt? I'm craving something more like a belt to finish that off. So I popped on the black because I wanted to show you just how, this is like high, but not high. It's more, the angle of the V is different from a lot of angles because most V's kind of come like really wide or really deep. And I like that this is closer, but not this close. And if I wanted, I could wear this backwards. I could put a safety pin and really tighten the back. I like doing a little roll sometimes because it gives perspective. But yeah, this is going to be what I wear when I want to wear a sweatshirt, but I want to feel elevated, or when I want to wear a sweater, but I want to feel less bulky, and when I want something that's going to be a layering tool for me. So chill, yet refined, and pairing this back to maybe the pleated skirt and nylon would be my go out outfit. Hold up, can I see it? So I just wanted to, can you show them a little closer? So I liked how this really kind of broke up some of the color because it was reading a little muted.
Yes.
And for those that grew up like me, when they say you can't wear certain colors, you can wear black with brown. It looks very elevated, so much so that we've done so in the Eco Nylon blazer.
Yes, the bomber has that black pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the belt was necessary. It did feel like something was missing.
So sometimes it's really about styling. You say it's too this, it's too that, it's not giving me anything. I'm sure if Sloan had come out with the shirt untucked and she was like, you know, without shoes or had on white socks or whatever it is, which is not a judgment. It's just like sometimes it needs a little zhuzhing.
Right.
Okay, I'd love to see this without the shirt and with the blazer.
Okay.
Because I'd like to see you go somewhere else. And Sloan's keeping those heels on, but you can imagine for yourself, if she threw on a Seth with that, if she threw on maybe the Bucks boot in black, that would be her way to wear that during the day, during the weekend, with her friends in multiple ways. I'm really excited most also for the Angora coat. So I got the blazer a few years back, and if you guys have been with us a while, you will know that this is not a new fabrication for us, but it's in some new silhouettes, and some silhouettes have returned. The blazer is like the Liam blazer. Actually, it is the Liam blazer. But the coat, oh my God. So when I think about gaps in my wardrobe, I think about texture, color, length, right? Do I have a long black coat? Do I have a coat that is warm enough?
I love it.
I mean, so when I thought about it, I was like, okay, I have the gray and the Liam. I think the one that I need is going to be the black here. And so it's not lined. It does not need to be. Some people came in, I think they were from Eastern Europe, but they were looking for winter coats. And I was like, this is your guy. Granted, I just put this on with a dolman sleeve with the same fabrication, and I still have room. So it's supposed to fit oversized. I didn't fold my sleeve up correctly, but it's generous. It's supposed to fit oversized. You could go down, but why? You need space to wear your things underneath. Okay, so Sloan now is wearing the same black blazer she had on earlier with tropical wool, and this has the belt. So if she wanted to cinch this a little bit, she could. It looks really fresh back to the brown because this is a texture. So my eye wants to go to the shine of the navy, the brown. That was for like maybe I was craving seeing the navy on
Yeah.
too.
Well, we were just talking about the navy and black too. But
Yeah.
yes.
And lengthwise, what you're wearing? What size?
This is a 4.
4 and a 4.
Mhm.
And you're how tall?
5'9".
Okay, so this is a pant that's supposed to be cropped, and it has a zipper. Does this come in 2 lengths?
I don't believe so. I think it's only 1 length.
Okay, cool. All right, show me something else.
Okay.
So what we just showed on Sloan, maybe some of you don't have that blazer, but maybe you have the tropical wool vest. I'm thinking about Zoe Laughlin from London, like someone that would wear something that's really a vest as a shirt. Back to that brown could be really fresh. And I know it's a jogger and you don't want to look like you're riding horses. You wouldn't tuck this in, even though Manny did it yesterday and was really smart. But this is another way for you to just pare back colors that you have and really go against like, it's too dressy. That can go from weekend to work day to all the places you need to go. A little earlier, thank you. A little earlier, I talked to you about the zipper track pant that I'm wearing, and it also comes in ivory. And so Sloan was just wearing the featherweight cashmere, actually the washable cashmere sweater in this like oatmeal color. If you were looking to achieve the same kind of look with lighter colors, because maybe you have all of your pieces in your closet are darker, so you need to lighten it up, this would be an option for you. What do you do for the holidays? Yeah, what do you do for the holidays?
You know, just relax with family, walk around New York, you know, take in all the sights, you know, take advantage of all the touristy things.
Okay. So you're busy. So holidays for you means outside also.
Outside,
Okay. Because I think holiday used to mean,
Friendsgiving.
oh, she didn't invite me to that. Did not hear about that until just now. But holiday, it feels like it's like, oh my God, we must adorn ourselves. We must wear like bells and whistles and sequins and red and green and blue and white. And I really think it's like, it's just a vacation season and it's a season of togetherness. So if you're going to Aruba for Hanukkah or you're going with friends for Kwanzaa crawl, all of these clothing pieces will really apply to your lifestyle that you need. Sloan was wearing the Moo denim earlier, and okay, let's talk about it.
Okay.
So, what do you want to say?
Something is feeling wrong.
Okay, tell me.
I don't really know.
Mhm.
I think it's maybe I'm just feeling like a little too
Designed?
maybe it's like the texture, or like not the texture, the shape, the silhouette of these pants, which I love both of these pieces separately.
Mm-hmm.
And then trying them all together, something just feels off.
You want to try on the Alec?
Maybe.
So if Sloan were my client, yeah, try on the Alec in the same darker indigo. If she were my client and she walked out of the fitting room and I saw her like visceral reaction to those pants, I would likely figure out what it is and pull it back. And I think it's more of the shape that was throwing her off. So I want to see if it's the shape or if it's actually the dark on dark. Maybe she wants to wear that with a lighter toned denim. Maybe it needs to be with a skirt. Maybe the top is too covered for her. We'll see. So I was saying earlier, and I think the Moo denim could actually be a nice option. Also Sloan, because it's like tones of gray. So Sloan was wearing the Moo earlier, and I think when you look at this, you're like, you know, I don't really need that. It's too casual. I already have denim. You know, is it really important for me? It's lightweight. And so I've tried this on a lot of people. I've done a lot of appointments, and I still can't get enough of almost like a chambray. It's like really, really lightweight, but it's also one of the slimmer options that we have. So not everything fits like the Sid or the Slouchy Carpenter or the Alec that she's coming to show us now. So this is an option that would give you an everyday jean. I was telling my friends that I was looking for an everyday red lip because I wanted something that I could just like transition with. So it depends on what shade of things that you're looking for, and also which silhouette. How's it going, Sloan?
Feeling much better.
Okay. So
Feels better.
okay. So, and I love that this is now a tool for us. We were just talking about the move. So
Mhm.
what is it about this that feels better for you?
I think it's not that this sweatshirt is like overly voluminous or anything, but I think just with the nature of it being kind of boxy, with the belts that at the bottom,
Mhm.
I think I'm just craving something just like, these are just a slim kind of. Oh my gosh, I'm like at a loss for words right now.
No, it's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
We're together. I was letting you talk. No, you had it. You,
So it's like the Ernest jean just felt a little too sculpted. It felt too kind of pushed for me.
Mhm.
So I'm liking having this new denim just like as a slim silhouette that kind of just lays nicely to the body, and it's not taking away, but it's not like adding anything where I'm feeling too much.
And it's not that you didn't like the Ernest jean. It's just
I
with
love
those
the Ernest
pieces
jean.
together.
Yeah.
And so sometimes when we try things on,
Mhm.
it's not about that. It's just
Yeah.
like I don't need two pieces that are designed out. I
Right.
needed something a little simpler on the bottom, and that's where fundamentals and more simpler pieces come to play.
Yep.
So okay, so you're wearing these are two. This one is like a greenish tone
Mhm.
of gray. I would love to see like you can push your sleeve up, you can fold this under. You have a lot of options, and this has the cocoon back. Can you turn to the side? So this has this cocooning, and when you're thinking about what size should I take, I wouldn't size down because really when you have anything like a cocoon, we're like two pieces high. You really need this bottom area to fit over your hips. Even if you have a smaller hip and a bigger or fuller waist,
Mhm.
it's really important to take your size.
Yeah.
And this is a really fresh way for you to wear something that's elevated on top,
Yeah.
but simple on bottom.
Exactly.
Okay. Now I want to find a solution for the Ernest jean.
Let me see.
Okay, so what I think it's gonna end up being is something that's probably a fundamental on top. Yeah. Just curious about this. So for I keep going back to it because I've seen it on a body and it's really something that's important to me while I wait for Sloan. People have asked, is ring one black the same as like a wash down? And Amy and I had decided, she decided and I agreed that this washed vintage grayish black really falls into ring two. Because it really almost is a shade of gray. So if you see it against this black shirt that I'm wearing, this would not be the same as you having a really saturated black jean. Sometimes those can look like a trouser. Sometimes those can look like a legging. So I think that that's more of a toolbox filler. So anyway, I was talking about holiday, and I was also talking about the transition I was in when I first got to Tibby versus what I'm in search of now. And Sloan just came out in pieces that were very designed. I don't know, I really like how I look right now in a very simple way. Like, this is 100% me wearing something that I get a lot of use out of. I don't want to do this, but I'm just curious how low can you go? Yeah, would I do that? No, not right there. I think I don't like, it's not a sandwich, but it's like a wedge, like a wedge sandwich. I do want a little knee, but yeah, I feel great. All right, so anyway, so for holiday, we introduced the capsule, and it's really, I said holiday, I'm using holiday and winter interchangeably, but winter collections usually hit before the holidays, and people are wearing these things to events, and you don't have, there's some brands that make things that are very holiday specific, and so when you buy them, it sits in your closet because you don't have anything else to wear it to, or it's a little too memorable for you, and everyone has seen you wear it. Where I really feel the capsule collection is, it holds hands between resort and for fall in a way that will really just get used in your closet, and yeah, it'll get used in your closet. And so I find the pieces that are here that are more textural and are more shiny or dressy, you just really have to balance them back to fundamentals and items that are a little bit simpler in your closet to really get the most wear out of them. Yeah, that's it. Sloan, I'd love to see what you have on. before I went to London, Sloan and Amy were on, and Amy wore the crispy nylon pant. And I swear it's like the most asked about thing, and it's been around. It's like the OG. It's like going somewhere and asking for everything bagel. So, but you can see how this really makes an impact here because of its shine. Hey.
Hi.
Hi. So tell me.
Okay, so I just put this back to the featherweight ribbed turtleneck. I don't necessarily know that if I had my pick of the litter, I would go for the gray, but having that kind of like slimmer fit with these more voluminous pants and then that kind of sculptural element here makes me feel much more grounded, and this feels in my wheelhouse and much more approachable.
So you said not gray. So is it because you don't really wear light grays? You wear like dark charcoals, right?
Yes, like the Skin Light moisturized charcoal I had to put in the back of my closet because I am not allowed to wear it since I wear it every day for a week.
I'm curious also about maybe after I put this jacket on your shoulders, the cashmere gray sweater that you had on, that was the charcoal earlier. I'm just gonna put this over your shoulders because it's in my size. So, but I put it on like a cape. Okay, so do not do that.
Yeah, the snake from Harry Potter.
No, oh my God, don't say that. Or Little Black Riding Hood. Put your sleeves in it for me. I just wanted to see if you were going somewhere or whatever. So I think it needed something on top right there to feel good.
Yes.
I was talking about this chocolate wool blazer. Can you pop on the sweater instead? So go to the back and put on. You can take the turtleneck off. So for someone that's like, you know what, I am not showing my boobs. I don't want anything close to my body, or in more professional terms, this feels a little too close to the body for me, and I feel a little bit more modest, and I would like something a little looser. So I would suggest that maybe then you try something that's more loose on the body, like the cashmere sweater that Sloan is going to put on. What was I talking about?
Holiday.
I can't remember. Amy, if you're out there, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't remember. I love this. It's good. Oh, I was talking about holiday and collections and stuff like that. No, I wasn't talking about this one, but it's great.
Okay.
So in true Smile of It fashion, I feel like this is something that would. So this is one that you own.
Yes.
Okay.
And I live in it.
Right. So this is a solution too.
Yeah.
For you to wear this, and really the focus is going from like, yes, this is simple, and it's like, oh, that's a cool jean.
Yeah, and I think it's exactly that. Anytime I order like from my personals in more like in our collection pieces, so like if I was getting something from the capsule or fall or what have you, I always like to pair it back to fundamentals. My entire wardrobe essentially is fundamentals, and that is where I feel like I just crave sometimes like that grounding element. Like so for these jeans where they are like a little bit more interesting in silhouette, it feels like I almost crave like a refinement to that. So here's where I would go for this washable cashmere easy V-neck, and that's not, you know, it's not the right way. There's definitely like these can be styled out, I think, with much more kind of like statement novelty shirts. But for me personally, I think I fall a little bit more pragmatic than creative. So I crave just like that. Simple's not the right word, but just I think refined is the right word.
So you were not simple. You were a refined girl.
Not simple, refined. Let me try the other sweater on that you were talking about.
I'm curious about it. I was curious how this brown would look with I'm like, am I nylon on nylon on nylon? Bands on bands on bands? I don't hate it. I think it's because the pant is a little bit more matte, and this is a little bit more shiny, but I'm feeling a little too, I felt a little too like professional in a blazer. So I usually lean into the Liam because of my lifestyle. If you're new here, the Liam is our hero, along with our Stella and Tropical Wool. It's an engineered oversized blazer. The Max body, which I'm wearing, is a little bit more, it's tailored. So it has a true set-in shoulder. It has a shoulder pad. I'm wearing this in size 14. I don't hate it. I just feel like I'd rather wear this with like black Sid jeans or something that's a little bit more casual on bottom. So this is what I was suggesting.
Yes.
and mostly because of the holiday season, right? Because I think the other one is fine for fall and running around.
Yeah.
But if you were doing some like cozy.
Yes, and this I wouldn't wear it with the ties, just with the.
Why not? Tell me.
The tie with the this like Godet just feels a little too,
Mhm.
feels too much for me.
Mhm.
I have this from an older resort
Mhm.
collection with not turtleneck, just regular crew neck, no tie. And I have no problem with like volume on volume. But yeah, see, it's that easy. Just
So when someone's talking about the tie, there's a tunnel here with a it's like self knit, and so you could just let it be, and you could like, actually connect it to. You can connect it here, so it doesn't have to be like tied fully. You could do all types of fun things with it, or you could tie it to cinch it and make it sit higher.
Yeah.
If you want it.
Yeah.
I think there's another way. There's like 17 ways to do this. But I really like that this is a work look for you. It's refined with the
Yeah.
you have on the same heels you had on earlier.
I've had, yes. I've
But
had
in
some-
Texas, I feel like this could vibe out.
Absolutely. And this is something like, I mean, realistically speaking, if I'm sitting around the house for Christmas or Thanksgiving, I'm not wearing heels inside. But this feels like, the rest of it feels like something that I can, like, I feel comfortable. I feel refined. I feel like it still is giving me that nod of like, yes, I do live in New York City. And I work in fashion. So I do like that these pants are more designed out. And then with this just kind of oversized sweater to just give me a little bit more balance on volume. Also, I was just speaking with Tracy about how much we love turtlenecks. And something about the turtleneck just always makes me feel refined. I live in turtlenecks. I'm so thankful it's cold now, so I get to wear them.
I like turtlenecks too. I think it's a matter of like when I cut my hair off before, I can see my jaws. I think right now I just see your face, and so it's almost like a portrait of your face.
I think, yes, it's the hair too. When I had a bob, I loved turtlenecks and a bob.
I love a good bob with the turtleneck. So I just thought about it because I was like, something's off, and I couldn't figure it out. And it wasn't until remember we were like, no. So I realized I always have a neutral lip. I have a red lip, and something feels a little disjointed about me having on a casual but also sexy. And red is gonna be sexy no matter what, even for most. Matthew, I've also given you like sex appeal on the kneecap. So I think if I close this just a bit, not just a bit, but a full bit, it wouldn't feel so much so. And I think it's also the Kuda boot. I want to like kind of casual this down for my lifestyle at the end. I don't know. I'm gonna try something else.
Okay.
Can you talk about the Angora wool?
Yes. So this is the Angora wool coat that Katura had on earlier. Amy posted in it from a style class cut down that got a lot of traction. It is completely worth it. It is heavy, it's substantial, but it's still really cozy. I think wool can sometimes feel, when you hear it, you might not think it's going to be like yummy and cozy, and this 100% is. I think this coat is so refined and can just be like the perfect, I think it can be used as a full-blown coat depending on what you have underneath it. It can also just be that nice like extra layer without having to commit to a full, under situation wearing so many layers. And it just works. It's amazing. The V-neck is also really strategically placed and has that billowed back. I think it looks great paired back to the sheer wool gauze pant, the triple pleat or the jogger. And then I think it also looks great paired back to a skirt or...
Can you hear me that big skirt on the table? Sorry. Sorry to cut you off.
No, that's okay.
So, were you talking about wearing that shirt back to a skirt?
I'm talking about the V-neck, the wool Angora.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
I really, like, when I saw this for the first time, I thought it's just perfect. I think that this fabrication kind of answers a lot of questions or dead ends in your wardrobe, just because of the natural refinement of the fabrication. But it still is slouchy and cozy and comfortable. So that is a good one. And then, so here, I'm waiting for you to come back.
Oh. I like this one.
Thank you.
You make me feel like I want to watch a Hallmark movie.
Oh, thank you.
So if anybody's casting, please call Sloan for
Yes.
you. She's a very good girl next door. All right, so I popped this on.
Mm-hmm.
I would love for you to pop something else on.
Mhm.
So I tend to wear monochrome for, I'm sure I do it for chicness, but mostly for ease. I don't want to think about it. I really just want to go about my day and have everything on. It's funny how stark this lip does change things. My goodness. Not mad at it. this is where I would love to have the wool Angora coat. So this for me feels good, but it feels a little crisp, and I want something to feel a little bit more like wintry here. So maybe that's where I would pop on the, can you give me the gray V-neck Angora? But I'm wearing the sculpted shirt and active knit back to the pleated skirt, and this is actually a fun outfit for me to wear in the cooler months too, or just go all white and wear it with the thank you, wear all white and wear it with the Kuda boot in white. And so this is more the vibe. I actually wore this the other day, turned around. I'm gonna pop this on when Sloan comes back. But anytime I feel a little too feminine, and this is, I don't know, maybe it is feminine. It's feminine, but it's something, it's like a little too quiet or too calm. I just need something to give it a little bit more dimension. And so adding this here is really helpful. Sloan was mentioning earlier that she didn't want to wear a heather gray. That wasn't really her tone. And I think it was also because it was a rib knit, because it was heather. So maybe in that instance, if she wore something that was a little bit more, like, I mean, granted, this is heathered, but it's textural. Or she could have done that in like a darker tone. I think we have the black cashmere turtleneck in, yeah, we have a cashmere turtleneck in black, and we also have it, I believe, in like a heather gray, but that's where the rib knit could also come into play. I've been thinking about knits, and yesterday I was actually not shopping, but thinking about what things I wanted to do for I was not prepared, husband for the holidays. And while I think a lot of these silhouettes really do cross over into men's, they could do this. I feel like Gabe would do this.
Yeah,
Gabe pushes the boundaries a little bit more, and it always looks like still him, you know? I did look at this for my husband, which I was really excited about. Just talking about knitwear for the holidays. So if you see him, don't tell him, but this might be under the tree. All right, so holiday stuff that we're loving. Bring this back. Okay, so you are wearing the jumpsuit, and so this sits a little lower. We showed you guys the trouser skirt. I mean, the trouser skirt with the corset, and we've also showed you the pant with the corset. And there was something special about that, not just for the corset, because it sat low. So this is sitting. Can you point where your belly button is? So it's like 4 inches down from your belly button, right? And like, where would you wear this to?
So this is one of those, like, I think with a lot of the other pieces we've shown, we've kind of dressed them up for holiday and just like buy now, wear now. This is truly like a novelty piece. It has the
so this is the same organza back from the blazer that we showed you a little bit earlier, and this has belt loops, so you could actually belt it here, or this, you could actually change how tight this is. This is on the last belt loop. I mean, sorry, buttonhole, or you can make it to the second.
I'm wearing this, like, this is an event piece for me. Like, this is one of those more like investment pieces that I'm wearing for a nice event, a party, a holiday party, a cocktail event, like something of that sort. This is not something that necessarily would be in my everyday rotation, but it still feels like it's eased out and it's chill, but obviously with a lot of refinement. I would not wear it with the tight. I just didn't take them off.
Well, I mean, if you were cold, would you wear your toes out in the winter? Maybe.
I'd probably just take a car wherever I was going. And yes,
girl. Okay, so what are you doing for holidays with your friends?
We do Friendsgiving every year, so we'll have a dinner party. And this is something that I wouldn't necessarily purchase this for a dinner at my house, but if I'm hosting one, like, I would throw this on. It feels, elegant, but you're not trying too hard. And then I'll be home for Christmas with my family. And we are pretty chill around the holidays, like usually stay in jammies all day.
So maybe this is a New Year's Eve.
Yes, this is absolutely New Year's Eve.
At the end of the day, it's still a jumpsuit.
Right.
And
I do think, like, every now and again, black tie events come up, weddings, and I just had my sister's wedding, and we had a welcome dinner and a rehearsal at a cocktail party. Like, there is definitely a need for something this refined. And I think the low belt loops, just, I don't know, it makes it feel a little bit more intentional, and I love something low-waisted.
I was looking for my dangly earrings because I had a big dangly one earlier, but like, that would be really nice here too. I'm curious for you to put on tropical wool and tropical wool and tropical wool, because the thing about jumpsuits is that it's still one-piece dressing, right? So if you had to go somewhere and you did have this for an event, putting this on with a blazer over it, now it looks like you have on a top, a pant, and a jacket. It feels like 3 pieces versus one piece. So, I mean, granted, are you going to have to take your jacket off to go to the bathroom? Absolutely, if you're in a conference. However, you are ready one and done. So you can go to the after party. You can also go to the meetings during the day. You can put this on with your Move denim, and this travels really, really easy. So I think this is a really fresh way to wear this back to each other. Cool. Show me more. So I couldn't take it. I was with Amy one day and she put on this white hat and I was like, I got it. And she couldn't even look at herself. She was like, I don't want that. So now I feel a little bit more winterized. Like I needed something to really make me feel kind of cozy and ready for holidays. So this is something that I would totally wear for Thanksgiving with my family. I would wear, and I had the shirt on earlier under it and that was a little warm. I'm doing this just to see, because sometimes I really like seeing a little bit more elbow. That was really shitty roll. But yeah, I really enjoy this back to the pleated skirt. I would show you, but I'm not going to take this off right now because my balance is always jacked up. But with a sandal or with a stocking, even a lace stocking or sock, this could be a way for me to really still show up at a dinner or a restaurant with a really beautiful earring. Hair is important. Maybe this is where I put my hair in a bun or I put it back in a ponytail. It just changes things a little bit, but this is good. I think we've gotten through a lot, right? Oh, cool. I would love to see that on Sloan after too. I'm curious about my dark stone. I'm just curious how thick is this? Is it gonna fit under my Liam? Because I wear my, I wear my Liam over sweaters all the time. And I know we say, if you're wearing a jacket, it's really a Liam jacket, a Liam blazer. It's really about the length versus the width. I was just seeing if I could fit the double face wool under it and not feel like too constrained, and I can fit it. That's good. So I like adding like a third color. It's just like I needed something, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. Show me this dress.
Okay.
All right. So when you moved, you can see that it shimmers. Someone came to the store and said, "Oh my God, I thought this was like a cotton," and I got close and it felt so luxurious. And I was like, "Well, yeah." Everybody can't come into the store, but that's why you're here watching Style Class. So
this is when I was immediately enamored by this piece when I saw it on the runway in February, and then trying it on. I think I tried it on for Style Class 2 weeks ago, and I have not been able to stop thinking about it. When I tried it on for Style Class, I had my hair pulled back and wore it with the tie back recycled tropical wool blazer, and that definitely made it feel like a little more like office appropriate, I guess I would say. But this is like my ultimate #1 wish list holiday dressing piece. I think that this is, Chris, if you do something, you go to holiday parties or, a New Year's party, like this is it. It's the most stunning dress. I just love the cut too with like the simple neckline.
Can you show them the back so they can see that this is, while it's lightweight, it's not see-through, right? So you can't see her bra, you can't see her undergarments, and it's supposed to sit away from the body. So when you're worried about or thinking about sizing for this, it's straight. And your hip is important. Wherever you're the widest, you would size to that measurement.
Right.
I would love to see this also with like out stockings. You could wear it with a blazer over your shoulders. I think we did it earlier.
Yes, I've worn it with a blazer and we felted it, and that was a whole look. And I also think with this, like, I mean, if I were to get this piece, which it is #1 on my wish list, like, I'm seeing myself wearing, I don't have any trips to Europe planned, but if I did, like, traipsing around Europe with a sandal on for a nighttime dinner in the summer.
Yes. For the clients that are visiting their daughter-in-law and children in south of France for the holidays.
Yeah,
this is what you do.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I feel like we've gotten through a lot. Amy, you're missed. We will do a little bit of housekeeping here. So we have the LA House coming up. The LA House will be from the 14th, I believe, till the 18th or 17th. All of the stylists, along with the Tibby main page, will be posting the RSVP. We would love to see you. It's great to see a collection in the springtime and also the different new collections in the fall. We have the Tibby Vienna Studio, so you can follow them at tibby.vienna.studio. What else? Amy will be back and we're sending love to her. Matt, is there anything else?
TCL.
Keep
The
an eye
blue
out for a
t-shirt.
special TCL release. That's
Okay.
all I'll say right now.
Okay, Matt's being really weird and cryptic, but clearly you should follow him for more. And I will be in the store tomorrow. So for those that are wanting appointments, I will be in the store this afternoon and also tomorrow, and I would love to see you.